Hello everybody. In today's tutorial we'll be trying to actually answer some of the questions related to the previous tutorials that we had on the nucleic acids. Now quickly let's go to our questions. The first question say the first question says name the structure that is shown there. Okay, now the structure, the nucleic acid structure here, this is the DNA, because we have the two strands, the right hand and the left hand strand bonding together. Okay, now therefore, since we know that this is a DNA structure, they say label part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now when we go to the parts, you will see that this is part number 1, which is bonded to C. Remember C, I told you in the previous tutorial that C, when you see C, it is what we call cytosine. Therefore cytosine always, regardless of the structure, whether it's DNA or RNA, it will always pair with guanine. Therefore this number 1, label number 1 or part number 1, it is what we call the it's called the guanine. Now number 2 here, it is the bond. Okay, now we know that the bond here in between, it is what we call the weak hydrogen bond. Now part number 3, of which represent the nitrogenous organic base. Since we know that the nitrogenous organic base we are having here, it will bond to adenine, which is A in this case. Now therefore we know, because the structure is a DNA structure, therefore number 3, it will be thymine. Remember, the DNA structure, we only have adenine pairing with thymine. There is no uracil in the DNA structure. Now part number 4 here, which represent the sugar, we call it, we don't just call it sugar, because since you have identified the structure is a DNA structure, therefore you are going to be specific and say this is a deoxyribose sugar. Now when we go to part number 5, of which is shown here on the structure, immediately you see that the thymine bonds with the nitrogenous organic base, which is labeled 5. We know that label number 5, thymine will always pair with what we call adenine. Okay, and let's quickly go to part number 6. Part number 6, where is based, we know this is what we call the phosphate group. Okay, now let's go to our third question, of which is our last question. Now it's saying, what is the collective name for part 3, 4 and 6? Now when we look at our part 4, 3 and 6, is that if you can look at this structure very well here, this is we have already identified this is the phosphate group, this is the sugar group, which is the deoxyribose sugar, and this is what we call nitrogenous organic base. Okay, now this whole structure, it's called the nucleotide. We know that when these nucleotide, different of them, this one that we have here combine with the other one, they then form what we call nucleic acids. Now I hope you enjoyed these videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our videos, and so that you will be able to see more and more of these videos. Thank you.